For our project, we decided to call for a reform or removal of a selection of Tennessee state laws, rather than proposing legislation on an entirely new law.
The Tennessee public education system, like any educational system in the United States, has a set of rules and procedures that students and faculty are expected to follow. These include acknowledging the start and end times of every class, observing the amount of time during a transitional period, and using electronic devices only when it is appropriate.
However, we are here today to discuss zero-tolerance policies and why we feel they need to be reformed.
So what are zero-tolerance laws exactly? Well, in Tennessee and many other states, zero-tolerance laws are laws that are made with the purpose of punishing or prohibiting any violation of school rules. This is done without regard to the situation, such as what the motives of those involved were.
This idea sounds fine on paper, as it can be an effective way to keep schools free of wrongdoing. By simply punishing those who were involved with the infraction, issues that arise within each school can be solved without hassle. But is this really a fair way to discipline students?
We are aware that these laws are made to protect innocent students and faculty from harm and promote a safe learning environment. However, we feel that the laws regarding fighting or harassment in schools need to be re-evaluated.
If two students engage in a fight during school or on school grounds, they are both reprimanded and given equal punishment, regardless of the reasons for fighting. This idea sounds effective, but there are some situations in which we feel this method of punishment is unfair.
Let's say one student begins attacking another student who did not pose a threat to the attacker. If the student who is attacked begins to defend themselves from the attacker by fighting back, that student is still punished just as severely as the attacker.
Now let's change that last situation just a bit. Let's say the same attacker begins attacking the other student without warning. If the attacked student does not willingly fight back and allows themselves to be injured by the attacker, they are still punished just as severely as the attacker is.
Judging by these rulings, we feel that the situations described above are unfair to the student who did not start those two fights. So if a student is attacked, what are they supposed to do so as not to be reprimanded? Our school system suggests this solution.
If you are being attacked by someone, the best strategy is to not fight back, but rather to move to an area where security cameras are installed so that the attacker may be identified later. The best solution is to be passive.
We feel that this situation is poorly thought out. If someone is actively attacking you, you may not be able to escape physical contact at all, much less be able to make it to an area with security cameras. Aside from that, what are you supposed to do after that? Keep running until faculty stops the fight? They may not be able to stop the situation before the damage is done.
We feel that these procedures are unfair to students and that they result in a general fear of reporting violations and a fear of standing up for oneself. This is why we feel that these laws, as well as zero-tolerance laws in general, need to be reformed.
The best solution, in our opinion, would be to issue punishments regarding fighting based on the actual situation. Determine, based on footage, as well as evidence, who was the attacker and who was attacked, who fought to defend themselves, and who started the fight. While these measures will require more involvement from disciplinarians, we feel that these measures would be more appreciated by students residing in Tennessee, as well as other states with zero-tolerance laws in place.